Nu va, išaušo antra diena. Oras nelabai koks, apsiniaukė, bet po truputį šyla, šilta. Nuogojom visai neblogai, visai smagu buvo. Dar pavakarojom, pasėdėjom, prie ežerą buvom nuėję. Visai smagu. Dabar jau po truputį viską dedamės, ruošiamės ir važiuosim iki Veličkos. Tai va, tokia pirmoji dienelė buvo, nedatraukėm iki vietos, bet gal datrauksim sekantį kartą. Šiandien 200 km liko, bandysim nuvažiuoti, ką judam tenai ir susimatysim tenai.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. Saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
Your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side. Yeah, girl, you always tend to drive me crazy, looking at me with those eyes. Yeah. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out. Let the shirt you gave me, 'cause it reminds me of the times when I was down and you were there to save me, telling me that I'll be fine. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. You got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. Baby, I'ma try to help you let it go. Oh no. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side.
Na va, atvykom į druskų kasyklas, pasidarė oras, pasitaisė geresnis. Eisim, žiūrėsim, kur čia įeit, kur čia kas. Pasiparkavom autobusų vietoj ir eisim visi kažkur žiūrėt, kur čia kas, ieškoti gražių vietų. Na, čia toks parkelis yra traukinukas, su kurio veždavo druską vagonai. Bandome eiti į turistinę zoną, kur visi žmonės pareina. Gražu, čia ten va toks yra besisukantis diskas, kur turbūt druską gabena, kaip kažkoks muziejus, man atrodo. Tikrai įdomi? Tikrai įdomi? Įdomi.
In all mines there are 9 levels. The deepest part is 327 meters, but we are not going so deep. We are visiting 3 first levels only, and from the depth of 135 meters, way back is the lift. But still some more steps to go down. The biggest number of steps in one place is behind you. All the time we go together, you can't stay a step behind the group. In all mine, over 300 kilometers of underground passages, it's very easy to be lost. If you are lost, you stay here till Christmas or even New Year. No one can smoke any type type of cigarettes or use open fire, it's possible to take photographs. But our tour consists of nets of underground passages, and we will stop in 20 underground chambers. So the best idea is to take photographs when we stop and while I'm talking. As you can see, a lot of visitors today, so not much time to stay behind the group and to do a lot of selfies. One selfie. Everyone is okay? No one wants to go back yet? So let's start. Many places as here we will need ventilation doors. They are always in part. The rule is that one door has to be closed if you wish to open the other. So I'm always waiting when all people are inside between two doors. Hold this one, please.
Tu supratai, ką jis sako?
Jis nešnekėjo su savimi.
Tai tu supratai, ką jis sako?
Taip, tas valiukas suprasta. Aš supratau jo mano balsą, nes jis iš Lietuvos.
Kaip ventiliacija veikia?
Temperature in mine is very nice because of air conditioning we had to introduce all year round between 14 to 60 degrees Celsius, 57 to 60 Fahrenheit. But if not air conditioning, the deeper you go in mine, the hottest temperature is. But air conditioning was introduced to protect walls and salty statues of the sun. Everything started here over 13.5 million years ago. At this area there was a part of the sea. When seawater evaporated, a layer of rock salt was left. But Carpathian mountains abruptly pushed everything forward and crushed salt deposit into pieces. Over 2,400 blocks of salt, like resins in Cape, were thrown among other rocks, which made this mine very special. In 1978 it was placed on first UNESCO list of world heritage. It's a museum of history of our country. But mine was also very hard to be excavated, as mine was kept in 5 blocks of salt. Through ages, between 13th century when rock salt was discovered and the year 1996 when we stopped production, over 7.5 million cubic meters of salt were taken out. Over 2,400 empty spaces called chambers were left, and over 300 kilometers of underground corridors. As you can remember, we walked 3 kilometers, we will visit 20 places, so in fact we are visiting less than 1% of all mine, but also this road. Why are we visiting 3 levels only? Because this part is historical one. In mines, the deeper you go, the younger places are. And only places excavated between 13th and 19th century are in so-called historical part of mine. All places excavated below historical part were excavated in 20th century. But still about 400 miners work here. They do renovation, supporting, they check if all places on Tourist Road are safe enough to let visitors in. So you may feel very safe down here. When you take a look up, you can see rock salt. This dark rock is rock salt. You can't see other rocks because other rocks, as clay, sand, gypsum, were too crushy to be left. And in such places, miners built supportings of wood. So down here you may see rock salt or wood, not other rocks. Let's start our tour. Follow me, please.
Čia druska ant medienos.
Dar sakė, kad pirmi 2 sluoksniai, tie aukštai, yra istoriniai tokie, o ten, kur žemiau, tai ten, nebėra jau kažkokio palikimo tokio istorinio.
Įsivaizduoju, kad mes esam 60 metrų po žemė.
Ne. Ir tik pakondicionuoja orą, ar supratai, dėl ko? Sako, būtų karšta, labai čia ir neįsisaugoti po druskų.
Karšta būtų?
When there were other rocks and rock salt, as clay, sand, gypsum, they built self-supporting the wood. Wood was even down the floor. But on this road, all corridors are filled with concrete because it's better to go for visitors. In many places, you will see a street that wood is white. Till the end of 19th century, people all over the world used oil lamps with open fire. If it was so much wood, it was very easy to start the fire. So wood was worked with lime. Lime is very good supporting of fires. Additionally, white color reflects the light. People in the past having no computers were really very, very clever. I think they were It seems to be very dark, but when you put light nearby, it's translucent. The other way to check if it's rock salt is to lift the walls, but no more than 1 kilogram per person. And please be careful with electrical cables. It's not a good idea to do that. It's possible to leak walls wherever you wish, but in the moment we are going to create places we are visiting here today were open at the very end of the Second World War. But through ages, a lot of very special people would visit this mine. In the past, they were guests of Polish kings. The King of Poland was the owner of mine in the past, nowadays a government. Also, a lot of scientists and students of science would come to visit this very special place. In 1493, Nicolaus Copernicus, when 20 years old student at Cracov's Academy, visited this mine. I'm very sorry, Copernicus couldn't see any of places we are visiting today. This one was in 1973. The chamber was given the name of Great Polish made state of Copernicus. You'll see a lot of such salty statues on our because it was done to other parts. When people don't feel well, we call for miners, and this is shortcut to the lecture. But it's not okay. Ladies and gentlemen, and children, of course. Salt is very cheap nowadays, but in the past it was so expensive that it was called white gold. The price of salt was compared to the price of gold. Poland lays nearby Baltic Sea, which is not very salty. We could never produce salt here. So for our country, it was very important when rock salt was discovered in the 13th century. At the same time, from Hungary to Poland came Princess Kinga. She was the daughter of Hungarian King Bendras IV. Kinga, or Kunegunda, she has two names, came to Poland to marry Polish Prince Bolesław. They were so-called white marriage, both very religious people. So when her husband passed away, she founded monastery in small town Stary Sącz in south of Poland. Kinga was a nun. When a lot of big dangers in this mine, our miners started to pray to Kinga. She became patroness of salt miners in Poland. Every year, on the 24th of July, our miners celebrate very special St. Kinga's Day. But as Kinga came to Poland at the same time that rock salt was discovered, very special legend is connected with her arrival. And in next place, we will listen to legend. In half an hour, we will visit the most beautiful place in this mine, all made of rock salt, an underground chapel dedicated to patroness saint of salt miners in Poland, St. Kinga. Let's go to listen to legend. In the corner you can see some stalactites. Miners call them spaghetti. It's so-called secondary crystallization. When a lot of humidity gets into mine, salt starts to crystallize. Because of air conditioning, not many such places. And now we listen to legend. As we have a lot of children, I will play the version for small people.
How can I take it with me to Poland? I thought while looking at a salt mine that my father gave me as a wedding gift. I left my homeland for Krakow, where I was to marry Prince Bolesław. My father, the King of Hungary, wanted to give me gold and jewels, but I asked him for salt. They have no salt in Poland, I explained to my father, and thus I was given an entire salt mine and a dozen miners. What was I supposed to do with the gift? Suddenly, a strange thought occurred to me. I came to the mine shaft, took off my engagement ring, and threw it into the mine. When we arrived to Poland, I asked the miners to look for salt. They came back a few days later. The oldest of them approached me. He held a small lump of salt in one hand and my engagement ring in the other.
If to believe to the legend, in miracle way, salt with the ring traveled underground from Hungary to Poland following Kinga. It's a legend, you can take it with a pinch of salt. But remember, Kinga was a real person. She really came to Poland. Legend is connected with her arrival because rock salt was so expensive in the past. And in half an hour we'll visit an underground chapel dedicated to Saint Kinga. I showed you salt spaghetti. In the moment of the ceiling you will see salt polyslaps.
Suprasčiau absoliučiai. Nu, tai yra.
There were a lot of very big dungeons. The biggest ones were caving in. But one of the biggest dungeons in all types of mines is gas called methane, methane, methane. Released from walls while digging, odorless, invisible and lighter than air, gas gathers next to roofs of chambers. With contact of open fire, it's an explosive gas, but only when between 5 to 15% in air. But when less than 5 and more than 15% in air, methane gas is flammable. In next chamber, you will see animation showing the way in which miners tried to get rid of methane gas, burning it up. There was a very special group of miners who were crawling down the floor on their knees, dressed in wet clothes with very long fire branches. They were burning us up. Of course, it was done in 13th, 14th century. Nowadays, ventilation system is very good. No methane gas on tourist road, but no one can smoke on this open fire because a lot of wood down here. Let's go to see an animation. But through ages, miners working in this mine were very privileged people. Never women, children, slaves or punishments to work here. Only men. Working places were inherited son from his father. So big families of miners used to work down here. Miners in this mine used to work 7 hours a day only, never longer. From the 18th century they started to work 3 shifts, but before 7 hours and every day they were taken outside to the south. Take a look up, you will see animation showing the way in which gas was made up. But please don't look like it. Best to be done to see the effect. Children, don't be afraid, it's like a cartoon.
Ne išsigąsite. Ne išsigąsite. Sprogdindavo. O čia...
Pavaizdavo kaip dujos sprogdindavo.
Traukinio bėgiai. No. O čia vandenį temdavo?
Boxes or attached to ropes. They were so afraid of such a type of transport that even had heart attacks. It was not possible to take horses up and down often. Some miners built stables for horses down in mines, and all their working like horses went underground. But imagine that animals working and living in mine were in better condition and lived longer than horses working outside. Nothing can live in salt mines, so no insects. And in salt mines there is minus ionization. All from air is taken next to the wall. Air is so clear that lungs of miners and horses were in very good condition. In the 1950s, at third level of this mine, we opened an underground health spa for people who suffer asthma. It works still today. Breathe deeply, at the very end you will feel younger and healthier. No children. Outside there is also graduation tower where visitors walk among bushes through which salty water is dropping. In this mine and in all salt mines, horses never went blind. Horses had problems with eyes in mines where a lot of dust in air, not because of darkness. From time when horses were transported into mines, very special group of miners who took care of horses started to work 3 shifts. All the time there was someone with horses down in mine. When horses couldn't work down here anymore, they were taken outside, and miners who took care of horses very often bought the animals from mine. The last years of their lives, horses worked together with miners on their farms. They were very close friendships between miners and horses. In fact, all miners going into work first went to stable with an apple or a piece of sugar to feed horses. Very beautiful and special animals. Follow this.
Kas asmens serga dar iki dabar eina į požemį. Padeda. Čia labai švarus oras.
Kai tiek kojų praeina, kažin čia nuo žemės labai švaru.
Nečiupinėkit sieną.
Druska ant medžio.
Fresh water and favor transported for horses every day. All dirt from stable was taken outside in buckets. So stables in mine were cleaner than outside. But from 16th century, when horses were transported into mines, there were a lot of big fires because hay was transported in the shaft. Imagine dry hay and oil was on fire. And from 16th century, miners started to clean. Let's go nearby lifting machines. Such machines were in operation from 17th century when rock salt was over at first level and miners had to transport salt from deeper part. But outside, the same machines were in operation from beginning of 14th century. But only machines and tools which were left down in mine are still in so good condition. Wood is so well impregnated with salt. Machine is original one, but horse is artificial. Please come closer the model. So, this is the model of machine which was used outside. Horses attached to this big wheel were turning it around. At the same time, two ropes in the shaft were going, one with salt up, the other with wood down. Wood as a counterbalance to salt was transported into mines, then miners could use it for building supporting structures. Such machine could hold 2,000 kilos. And next to such machine, horses could work 4 hours a day only. Miners, 7 hours a day.
Co to było? Druskos, kasyklos, darbininkai.
In front of you, model of Neolithic village to show you that even 6,000 years ago, people at this area were producing salt. No one had an idea that within the ground there is salt deposit, but water was sprung up with salty water. So it was taken from springs and boiled on such very special, very primitive fireplaces. When water evaporated, salt mass was left, put then into small clay cups. As you can see, the shape of these small clay cups is almost the same. So such salt was used as first money. The word salary comes from salt. Even Roman soldiers in the past were paid in salt. In about 13th century, salty water started to disappear from springs. So people started to dig wells in ground to look for salty water. By accident, about 50 meters below surface, they found rock salt. Production here was stopped in 1996. Mine is the museum of history of our country, no more salt left. Also, you can see around you is supporting structure. We can't take it away because places would collapse. At the very beginning of 20th century, another very huge salt deposit was discovered in central part of Poland, and still some salt mines were there. In the moment we are leaving the first level, 160 steps to go down. Follow this.
Čia leisime žemyn.
Another job with miners nowadays is supporting. Here you can see something going out of wall, floor and cylinder. First miners drill holes, each one about 10 meters. Into each hole, very long anchor made of very special mixture of epoxy and glass are introduced with special glue, which goes rocks together. It's the best.
Prisikvėpuodavo dujų, tai visokių ir nykštukus matydavo, po to pridrožė. Aha. Ilgas tunelis, ilgas. Gali paragaut? Ne, labai svarus. Kaip Vytautas. Kaip Vytautas, generalinta, ne?
And transported to salt
Kambariukai, kur gyvendavo.
No Snow White as women never used to work in our mines. Miners believed that dwarfs were killed in secret places. When miners were told, dwarfs came out and finished the work of miners. And I think this is the biggest fairy tale. We asked them to help us, but they don't know. In the moment all dwarfs go to sleep, we are going to visit 2 chapels. But to continue, you have to say something important. If you can't, I'm very sorry to teach you how to play. A lot of underground chapels were built in these Middle Ages, about 40. But when miners finished work, one part of mine and people to the other, very often holy statues were taken and set to build in new place. So we called holy statues to be traveling ones. We are in the Holy Cross Chapel from 1860. But all statues in Veikė come from 17th century. Both are Madonna Veličkos and Christ on the cross at the other side were made of wood. As you can see, wood is in very good condition. But when you take it down, ladies and gentlemen, in the past this place was huge block of salt. When salt was taken out, big beautiful chamber was left in central house mine. So miners got an idea to decorate this place as a chapel, which took them about 70 years. Between 1895 and 1963, 3 miners, self-taught sculptors in free time after work, decorated this place more than the others. Only 2 things down there were made by professional sculpture. One of miners was sent to Art Academy. By the mine didn't pay for his studies. When he finished studies, he made 2 things down here. I will show you, or you will have to guess. Each chandelier is made of wood and salt crystals. It's still active church. Before pandemic, every Sunday there was a holy mass. Anyone could come for free. People were transported in the lift to 2nd level. But lift and the shaft are being in renovation, so till the end of August, maybe half of September, no holy masses because it's not possible to transport people down here. A lot of people got married down here. As we know till today, no one divorced. Now we are going down next to the biggest chandelier. I will tell you main details, then time for you to walk around and to take photographs. But please be very careful at staircase. Steps are made of rock salt. It's not good idea to take selfies at the staircase.
Nu jo, kaip jis kaptavo. Žeminis ežeras.
remember, first tourist roads in this mine were started as very recent. And from first level, using this staircase, visitors came down here. So it was the first place on tourist road in the past. Then visitors went to other parts of mine. We are going to next place where 5 minutes break. Go to next place. Left side, okay? I will call you when break. Yes.
Ir čia viskas po žemę. Nu, žiauriai faina. Tokiam gylį po žemę. Kaip viskas padaryta. Čia dar ežeras yra.
The last and the third lake on tourist road. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 130 meters down. Now we are going 5 meters up. Also, this passage will go up in the moment was used by horses. And in the highest place, next to the map, I will explain you where to go, what to do, how to get outside. Last places you visit yourself. We are a group of individual visitors, so we don't go outside together. Some of you may stay here longer or not. But from reception, you will be taken to the left with the guide. You can't go to the left yourself. It's over 800 meters underground, and you will not find the way. So anytime you wish from reception, you will be taken by the guide to the left. Now we go this way.
Na, čia jau kaip ir paskutinė salė turbūt. Paskutinė salė. Eina savo kaip aukštai. Yra liftas, nes įrengtas į viršų. Kietai. Na va, po žemė kokia banketų salė. Faina. Faina tikrai. Tai va, taip atrodo druskų kasykla. Tikrai faina, visai vertėjo eiti. Dar gal kažką rasiu filmuoti, bet nežinau, ar dar kažką filmuosiu, nes čia jau prasideda visokie jau tarnybinės patalpos. išėjimas jau, ar kažkas. Tai va, tokia ta druskų kasykla.